Welcome back to the Gentleman Ultras YouTube channel. I'm Richard Hall, as always, looking through the papers today. And you won't be surprised that a lot of this is going to be about the Azzurri, about Italy as the Euros are on the horizon. Gazzetta dello Sport today, you can see here, it's focusing on Italy, of course. Viva Italia, what should we say? Via Italia, go Italy. And also talks about Carlo Ancelotti. So there's quite a lot going on in the paper there because it talks about the 26th for the Euros. They're obviously travelling there to compete, and obviously looking at the players who will be in and will be out. Talked about Ancelotti returning to Real Madrid, just what his moves are going to be, and it focuses then on the fact of what's going to happen with CR7 at Juventus, what's going to happen with Mbappe and Icardi. So indicating in some respects that Icardi potentially will move to Juventus, with Cristiano Ronaldo going to Paris Saint-Germain and potentially Mbappe going to Real Madrid. Let's see how that pans out. It says here, Coletta repeated in Madrid, a 3-year contract. It's all unexpected though. Now, Florentino wants a PSG phenomenon, and so this is the idea with Carlo Ancelotti and Mbappe at the head. This is how they're going to push forward in and their new Galacticos, and we'll see Ronaldo moving to Paris. Can you imagine Mauro Icardi at Juventus facing Inter? That's going to be fun to watch. Also in Gazzetta here, it talks about Rodrigo de Paul. Everybody's after him. It still looks like the Inter could be the ones to get him, but there's certainly chases from Milan and from elsewhere as well. But it looks as though he wants to stay in Italy. Çalhanoğlu, Milan, he looks as though, it says here, he's hungry for Qatar. Looks like he could be on his way out with a big wage. And then it says here, Inzaghi is now making his moves in Inter after being announced yesterday. It says Inter with the multiplier, more goals for their strikers. That's going to be interesting. Will that be De Paul is the one who's going to be looking to supply that? So we've got here, it says about Napoli, Fabian sings, he fires at Napoli. I'm happy and I'm motivated. It was an interview with him in there talking about how he's enduring his time in Naples. It's also a fitting thing here to talk about Signori. Obviously, he's had a nightmare with the match fixing allegations, etc. And he said he had a pardon. He said it's over, and I'm very happy. It's good to hear that because Signori had also said, it says here in Corriere dello Sport, that he thought of ending it all because of that. He said after 10 years of torture, he's pardoned. He said, I was treated like the boss of all bosses who betting rings, and the prosecutor who had me arrested never even interviewed me. I saved those by those who love me, and that is the truth. So fitting end to that, and hopefully his torment, as it says here, is over. Still, it looks as though Carlo Ancelotti is going to be even overtaking the Azzurri in some areas here. That's Corriere dello Sport. Carlo, King of Spain, it says. Also, again, obviously touched in Qatar. Carlo, should we say, returns to Madrid in Tutto Sport as well. Thank you, Everton, but I couldn't say no to a club to have my heart. And if he's honest, a much better contract and a better club. No offence to Everton. But it's really not a shocking move that he's gone. Mancini recalls Raspadori. He says here in Tutto Sport that he wants him to be like Paolo Rossi. In Corriere dello Sport, it says that Mancini, like I said, recalls Raspadori. Italy, Mancini, Pessini and Politano are all cut. So, not great there. Sinisa Mihajlovic, she's going to stay at Bologna. Talks about some coach changes here. Sarri and Lazio, it seems like negotiations are nearly there. So that will be excellent. I mean, I said this yesterday, Sarri at Lazio would be a fantastic to watch in general. So, go back to Tutto Sport in a second. We are just having a look now. It says here again, they're talking as well about the 26th. It's now drawn up. He says there's a Sassuolo revolution in the Italian squad, and I think there's really high hopes. It looks as though they're going to the Euros with confidence, so it'll be interesting to see how that pans out. This season is going to be fantastic as well, as we've mentioned, with so many different coach changes. There's going to be a lot of transfer rumours as well, although there's not expected to be a huge amount of money spent because of the pandemic. It's going to be interesting to see just how far, as I said, Italy can go in the Euros. I, for one, think that squad they have, it is exceptional. A lot of strength and depth there, and we'll find out pretty soon because it all kicks off. So, okay, that's me with the papers for now. Ciao for now. If you like this, please subscribe. You can see lots more content over at the Gentleman Ultra also on our podcast as well. So for me, it's ciao for now.